Okay, welcome back everybody to another episode of 9-Minute Big Life Experiences. We'll get straight into this one. So this is about the time I stuffed up the wedding ceremony for two really good friends of mine, and I was the wedding celebrant. Okay. So a couple of years ago, I was asked by the groom, who I'm really good mates with. He's actually turned out to be, close like a brother. If I would perform the ceremony for him and his fiance, who also get along with very well as well. And I was taken back. I was like, man, this is such a privilege, such an honor. It really did kind of humble me just to be asked. In order to do that, I needed to go through the process of becoming a wedding celebrant. So I did. In New Zealand, it involves Department of Internal Affairs, and there's kind of a couple of things that you have to do. Get letters of support and whatnot, and have a in-person interview. So I did all that. Cool. Got through that hoop. Now, prior to the ceremony itself, prior to the big day, I had been mentored by a lady from school, Rachel Dudfield, who was absolutely amazing. And I had memorized the whole ceremony, word for word. I'd been practicing this thing like it was going out of style, going for walks, in the shower. I'd be writing emails and actually thinking about the ceremony itself. Anyway, the big day arrives, and I'm trying to exude that look of confidence, but man, inside I was just melting. I could feel the pressure, which admittedly was probably self-induced anyway. And so the ceremony comes, and I'm looking at him. He's sweating as well, actually. She looks amazing. I look and feel like what he does. And I'm standing there and I'm going through the ceremony itself, and it's all going pretty well, actually. And all these little points about, when I was going to drop a little joke in, people are laughing, which is always nice. And, I'm going to script, and things are kind of moving forward in the direction that I want them to. But I can also feel myself like super nervous. And this is coming from a person who... I've been through the whole Toastmasters process. I was the president of a club. I'm a confidence player. So, this kind of situation, I think I should have been able to handle with a lot more stoicism than I did. Anywho, we get through the wedding ceremony. It's beautiful, and I'm absolutely stoked for them both. And then at the end of it, I'm just so pleased and so humbled to be able to say to the crowd, I now pronounce them husband and wife. I actually use their surnames, but I'll keep that off for now. Anyway, I now pronounce them husband and wife. And of course, everybody starts applauding, clapping, and there's woohoo moments and all that kind of thing. And I can just feel this weight come off my shoulders. I'm like, yes, thank you. I did it. I finally got through this thing. I made it. And the bride doesn't move. But she turns back to me as we're standing there, the three of us, and she says, we haven't signed the paperwork. And I didn't quite catch what she said. And so I kind of leaned and I was like, what did you say? And then she says, we haven't signed the paperwork. Holy shit, man. At that one point in time, I wanted the world to just swallow me up and make me disappear, because she was absolutely right. There was a point in the ceremony, kind of an important bit, where I was meant to get them to go and do the paperwork, to sign it off, to make this thing legal. But in my anxiety or under the pressure or whatever you want to put it down to, I just completely forgot about it, just overlooked it entirely. And we'd even practiced it the day before. And so I stopped, and my brain just kind of clicked into gear, quickly made a scramble, and it kind of scrambled well, actually, now that I think about it. But I said to everybody, look, in weddings, there's always that one guy, anyway, I go, there's always this one guy who does something like this, and I'm that guy. And I just kind of flipped it all around, so there was quite a bit of levity and humour in the situation, even though I was absolutely dying inside. And so I kind of ushered them over to where they needed to sign off the paperwork. And, it's not a quick process. They've got to sign multiple copies, and there's at least, I can't remember how many people now, 4 people involved, them plus the 2 witnesses. And so I can't actually get the moment to go any faster than what it is. And nor should it be rushed, to be fair. But in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my God, please can we get this bit over and done with? Because, like I said, this moment has just completely consumed me in embarrassment. And then we get through that phase, we get through that piece of it, and we come back, and then I get to actually announce them husband and wife again. So hooray! And so I do it, and once again the crowd erupts, and it's all those moments, all that positivity and everything coming forth, and then they walk off down the aisle, and everyone's giving them their congratulations and everything else. Now, from that moment on, actually from the moment she mentioned it to me, the whole ceremony has got like this massive black mark on it in my mind, where I just cannot see anything else but what had happened and me dropping the ball. And it wasn't actually because I dropped the ball, believe it or not. The thing that really got me was that I had worked so hard to make it as perfect a wedding as possible. Not for me and not for my mate, but for her. Because, weddings are, I guess from a traditional perspective, that's kind of her time to shine brighter than bright. And I know from experience through our wedding that, the bride takes, there's a lot of effort and a lot of years of thought that go into having this perfect quote unquote day. And so that massive, that I guess negative sense that I had after stuffing it up wasn't actually about me at all. It was simply thinking, oh shit, I've ruined her day from being absolutely perfect. Now it's always going to have this mark on it. So after the ceremony, we went to the reception. I was the MC, and this thing played on my mind for a long time. Now, I'm actually going to dedicate another episode to regrets and dealing with regrets, because this was a big one for me. And I'd love to share that with you, because I learned so much about myself and about other people through this process. So, cap it there. I hope you all enjoyed that. Hope that was entertaining to some effect or some degree. Don't forget, follow, share, do whatever it is they do on social media. Get this thing out there. I hope you're enjoying these episodes, and I'm looking forward to bringing you more. All right, peace out.